Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here live. If you're here, let me know, leave me a comment so I can see and say hi. Um, I wanted to take a second. I know it's like kind of an awkward time of day, but I wanted to jump on and talk about Hanukkah because it is right around the corner, guys. It's like 5 days away. It's Tuesday night is our first night of Hanukkah. And I don't know about you, but I have a lot of very exciting plans. We're going to have friends over every night of Hanukkah this year and just spend it with people that we love. And that means that there's going to be a lot of yummy food. And that also means that I am definitely going to be making sure that I get in my workout every day. But maybe you have to work over Hanukkah, right? Maybe your kids have vacation and you don't. And that can always be a source of stress and a source of feeling like there is a lack of time over the holidays, especially if you're working and you don't have vacation. So between the kids having vacation and all of the excitement of the holidays, but still having to be at work can be a really big challenge. And so I hope that for the next week, each day, I'm going to be posting these on my podcast as well if you're listening there. But I'm going to be addressing a different challenge that might come up on Hanukkah. So today is going to be about work, how we balance our time and time management over Hanukkah so that we can have our best holiday and still get everything that we need to do done in a way that takes care of ourselves and nourishes ourselves. So there's been a little bit of a blowback I've been noticing around this idea of self-care. Like people saying, don't tell me I need to take care of myself. I don't have time to take care of myself. And that's just putting more pressure on me. So I want to address kind of that challenge of feeling that you need to take care of yourself, not having time, and on top of that, being surrounded by baked goods and fried food and treats and feeling like that's the only way to reward yourself and make you feel like you're getting a piece of the Hanukkah pie, even while you have to work and you're rushing home to kind of have a family experience over Hanukkah. So there's a few ways that are absolutely free and take very little time to give yourself that self-care where you can really enjoy Hanukkah. Hi guys who are on live. Say hi so I can see who's there because it's from my computer. How we do that is we start to really focus on being mindful. And I know mindfulness can feel kind of icky if you new agey maybe or kind of made up, but it's a real thing, guys. I'm not joking. Mindfulness is real and it works. And when you're driving home from work and you know that your kids are waiting for you, maybe they were in an after school program that's taking care of them while you're at work over Hanukkah, and maybe you feel some mom guilt or dad guilt, or you know your spouse has been with them all day and is going to want your attention and want you to be present when you get home for Hanukkah, and you're really not feeling it, the best thing that you can do is make that drive count. Every minute you're on the bus, on the train, or driving home, sink in to being mindful of putting aside that stressful day from work, the obligations or the feeling of resentment that may come from having to do something, and at the same time embracing and visualizing how meaningful and wonderful that Hanukkah experience at home is going to be. And the only way to make our Hanukkah meaningful and wonderful is to plan for it and to create that experience. It doesn't happen on its own, guys. There's a reason that we sing after we light those Hanukkah candles. There's a reason that we give presents or gelt or supposed to kind of take a little bit of a break after lighting candles. Those are all the things that we need to do in order to have that experience. But somehow when they're imposed upon us, we don't make use of them. We resent them and we feel a resistance to them. But we have another opportunity by being mindful, by visualizing what kind of experience we want to have over Hanukkah. We can use the tools that have been laid out for us by God, who knows what he's talking about, to give us the best chance to have the best experience possible. How does that work? if you visualize on your way home to light candles with your kids, how you want it to go from your side. We can't control our kids' behavior all the time. We can't control whether they're going to be whiny or fighting or annoying or full of negative energy or positive energy for the day. We don't know. We're coming home to an unknown situation. The only thing we can control, the only thing we can visualize is ourselves and our behavior. So we can go home and we can decide how we're going to be at candle lighting. Are we going to be joyful? Are we going to be patient? Are we going to model instead of lecture, enjoying the singing, sitting down for those few minutes instead of rushing to the kitchen to try to cook dinner or try to do 100 things? Or if we want to cook latkes with our kids or do something with them, what attitude are we going to bring to that? How are we going to organize it in our head ahead of time and visualize flowing with the disasters and fighting and bickering or gimmies that may come over Hanukkah? And that's free. And that's using time you already have. And that is 100% the purest form of self-care, is adding joy and contentment to your own life. And guess what? When you're feeling satisfied instead of resentful, when you're feeling joy instead of resistance, when you're feeling gratitude that we have this holiday to add light to the dark, we don't feel the need to stuff ourselves with 8 sufganiyot just because they're there, or the entire plate of Hanukkah cookies because we didn't make time for ourselves all day and we feel like we have to because we have to get all this stuff done for the kids. When we model that attitude, we're creating the ability of our kids to reflect that attitude back to us. And it's not going to happen in the first night. It may not happen this year. But every time we practice that and work on it in ourselves, we're going to see it reflected in us on our kids the same way we see everything else negative about us reflected in our kids. Guess what? They pick up the positive too. Thank God. That's today's message for Hanukkah. I hope that I'll be able every day until Hanukkah to come with a different message about different challenges that we face. And all these different challenges that we face are often the reason that we overeat and overindulge in the cookies and the cakes and the latkes, because we're lacking that satisfaction in the actual holiday itself. And so we're relying on those fat and calories to calm us and satisfy us because we're missing it in another area. So let's focus on the joy and the love and the excitement we can have in the actual holiday and allow those treats to be the sprinkles on top. Have a great day.